Hey, folks, well, Colorado and Tampa keep slugging it out while us Leaf fans and Buds fans have to wait to find out what our fortunes will tell us. Anyways, the left D for the Maple Leafs is a little crowded. And we are going to break that problem down for you right here on the OZone.
You're in the offensive zone, your place for Leafs hockey.
Hey, folks, welcome to the OZone. That's Coach. That's Katie, and I'm the Devo, and we are here to talk all things Leafs. Listen, before we get into it, like the video, subscribe, and hit the comments down below. Leave your comments. We need them in order to drive the content here, and also, heck, share it with all your friends and family. We could use that too. Listen, folks, the Leafs signed Morgan Riley to a big contract extension, $7.5 million starting this upcoming season. We were also able to ink Giordano early on in the offseason for $800K a year, which was pretty good for the team. Both those guys are going to be playing for the Buds next year, for sure, no question. But the Leafs also have Jake Muzzin at 5.625 million, and they have Rasmus Sandin. He's an RFA this summer, but he's under control. So that's a crowded house on the left side. We need a goalie or goalies. We need some help up front. We also need to do some cap shedding. So there's lots of work to do this off season. So I guess relative to the D on the left side, Kev, who stays and who goes? KD, what do you got?
It's a good question. I think it's a bit of a quandary. Coach wants that balance. I have no doubt Keefe wants that balance too on the left and right side. And we don't even have a real legit top right, top four. Brody is a left and playing on the right side. And I think with the way the team is at the moment, I think Sandin gets more in the trade market. I think you can move a young up and coming defenseman under control. I think he fetches more than Muzzin. Muzzin is an aging veteran who's been injured a bunch. He's slowed down. Everyone's seen it, but he can still play good, solid minutes, and probably important minutes in the playoffs. So I don't think you get much from him, but you get the cap relief from him. I think you get more from Sandin, but he's already cheap. So I'm not sure where to go. I don't think you could trade either and get a legit top four right D. So if you're going to try and handle that or get that position, I think you're going to have to get rid of Muzzin and then use that cap savings to try and sign a right D. Because I don't think anyone's you're going to get it on a trade.
Yeah, as you said it's a conundrum. I'm not exactly sure what the pathway is or how the lineup's going to work, but we got goalie issues and we got some forwards we got to fill in. Listen, Coach, what's the pathway to the season here? What's your lineup on D?
It's a tough one, Mike. I agree with a lot of what KD said, especially around Sandin having more value. I mean, normally I'd be all for keeping a guy with the name of Rasmus because that's a pretty cool name. But we had two Ilias last year too. But Muzzin at 5.6 and change is going to be hard to move. He's injury prone. He's 33, I think. But the team in the league, I think he provides the most value for is actually Toronto. Not in the 82 games, but if we could ever get him healthy enough in the playoffs, we need that guy. We need him. Even when he was iffy coming in, he played really well. We needed him in this past playoff. So I'm not sure you want to move him. But boy, you'd love to have some depth to not have him have to grind for 82 games.
Yeah,
I agree that Sandin, he's not going to get you what you need. The right side's a little thin, especially if you consider that Brody shoots left. So if you were to move out more than one of those guys on the left side and move Brody to the left, the right side's extremely thin. Right now, under contract, you have Liljegren and Hall. And like Hall or not, he's a 6 guy, right? 5'6". So's Lilligren. So you need Brody over there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would hope. I hope that Boy Wonder, our GM, his wheels are turning on a bit of an overhaul and upgrade now that we have 4 left D right now, 5 guys if you count Brody that shoot left.
Yeah. So I guess the $1 million question here, and maybe it's a $5.626 million question. What's the return for Sandin, or what's the return for Muzzin if you go that way? Like, what can you actually expect to get back, KD?
With Muzzin, I think you get draft picks back. I don't think you're getting anything back. I got any tangible players. And you're not going to trade a guy who can really help you in the playoffs for a bunch of 4th and maybe 3rd liners. Like that is actually losing value on it. So I think when you do, if you did Muzzin, you're doing it to free up cap. You're going to get draft picks back, and then you're going to use that cash to work on the forwards, work on the right side D if you can, or work on the goaltending. But you're not getting a tangible player back.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Coach, what do you think?
Well, I agree on that. With Muzzin, I think Devo, you mentioned you move Muzzin to shore up other areas, but the challenge becomes Sandin isn't as good a playoff D as Muzzin, so our goal here is to be better in the playoffs, right? And Sandin, he can't be as big, and he's not as physical. You could get more for Sandin, especially this. He's proven himself. He had a really good year last year, and a pretty good year the year before. He's proven himself. He can run an NHL power play from the point. In fact, 2 playoffs ago, remember against Montreal, he moved to that first unit when we were trying to shake some stuff up. So he can play, and he's not really going to get that chance. Riley's going to play power play minutes, and Giordano did a nice job when Sandin was out. So we have a little bit of a glut there. You could move him to a team that needs another power play guy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. So look at Carolina in the playoffs this year. Tony DeAngelo, he's really good on the power play.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of people don't care for his politics, but he's a free agent. He could move. Carolina might be a spot for Sandin. You could get something back from him, but I don't think you're getting a young, talented defenseman who's under team control contract-wise and is 22, 23 years old. That's a big ask.
Yeah, the team is built right now with a core 4 of forwards, and now they've added a 7.5 D on the back end. Like, how many big contracts can you actually put back there? It's tricky. I'm not 100% sure how you do it either, guys, but there's certainly a glut there, and I think there's a bit of a chicken and egg scenario brewing there with Sandin and Muzzin. Something's going to have to happen. There you have it, folks. Listen, it's a long off season, but there are tons of OZone videos. If you want to just hit down along the channel there, you can get all caught up. But listen, like, subscribe, share the video, put your comments. We're going to listen to them. We're going to respond to them. And we'll check you next time right here on the OZone.